All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Team Passion Thursday night team call. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. A couple of things. So, lots have been swirling around in my brain. I've done this past month, the amount of personal development I have done has been insane. So, it's just getting my head in the right space. I've done a lot of journaling, kind of getting things getting my energy right. I know I shared on the team call that or Sunday night that Mark's going to go back to work full time because we let the credit cards kind of creep up and it's kind of stressing me out. And I wrote to our financial advisor. I wrote him this big long email. He was probably like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" But he's gotten to know us over the years, and I kind of end up doing that. I can get really emotional with him. Um, because in the beginning when we started working with him, I said I never wanted to be in this place again. And so I wrote him this whole email sharing that I feel like I let him down. I feel like I let Mark down. I feel like I let the family down. And it was good to just kind of say that, even though I know that what isn't all on me. It just felt good to own it and kind of take responsibility and now just have a plan to fix it, right? And so the quickest way right now to fix the credit card piece is for Mark to just go make some extra money back at the auto body shop with his family. It's all good. He's going to get out of the house. He's excited to just not sit in a chair all day, so it's going to be really, really good. Um, but I had told my financial advisor because he said, I want to talk about, the finances, what's going on. I want to review your savings for retirement and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, like I went into this whole email with him, but I was like, I cannot sit with you for an hour on the phone and talk about money because it'll drain me and my energy will be sucked out of me, and I am in a really good space right now. So if you and Mark want to talk numbers, it's all you, but I'm not getting on this phone call with the way our finances are right now. And so he replied, like, I totally appreciate this honesty and I understand, and let's talk at the end of November. I love your plan. I believe in you. Like, so it was a very positive response back. But I share that with you because first, because I'm transparent, I like to be open with you. But second, because there's it's very important to watch your energy and know what will suck you down. So, yeah, do I have to talk to him about finances? Yes. But right now, where I'm kind of fragile on the topic, I it's not okay. I can't do it because here's what would happen. We would put call with Justin on my cozy and I would retreat into like Netflix mode until we had this call. And then I would be so stressed out having this call that it would probably take a week out of me, right? And so you have to kind of know that. And so that's why our personal development is so important, because it's work, it's therapy, it's inner work. Like, personal development is not just read to learn stuff. It's really working on our inner self. It's daily therapy, and some of it's hard. And the journaling piece allows me to release so much. And I highly recommend, I know we did some on Sunday, we did some on the Power Hour. But if you can get in the habit of doing that when you feel something, and if you're not in the habit of journaling, that Jim Rohn YouTube video, I put it in a file in Team Passion Coaches. I actually made it a file because it's so good. So you could buy it and listen to it in your car, but it's right there for you to listen to on YouTube. Because if you listen to it in your car, you can't really journal, right? So you want to take it somewhere where you can listen to it. A couple places that I like to journal in, two places. One is near water. So I'm blessed enough to be right near a lake, so I can take my journal and go right down to the boat ramp and just sit and journal near water, because there's a lot of energy around water. I know many of you are like me. You like, I wrote the best speech to go live in last week in the shower. Like, it was the best. I was like, I am awesome. And then I get out of the shower and forgot it all. I was like, oh crap, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh God. And then I didn't even go live. Right? But there's so much energy around water. So take advantage if you can. Get near bodies of water and journal and do your personal development. Another place I find really powerful, I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm sure you all have this type of place. Maybe not you, Stephanie, because you move around a lot. But if you can find a place that reminds you, oh my God, shh. No, not working. Hey. Shh. Okay. If you can find like a childhood place, like something. So in the beginning of this business, I would take a drive on Fridays for about an hour to a place that reminded me of my Nana and Papa. They always took us there for ice cream. I grew up on their milk, Peaceful Meadows down in Whitman. I can't eat their ice cream anymore. It goes right through me. So if I want to lose a couple pounds, I eat their ice cream. So, a little tip. Who needs the 3-day refresh? I just go to Peaceful Meadows. But some sort of place that just brings you back, right? It brings you to your happy place. So those are two areas that I highly recommend. If you can, we can't always do that. I can't always drive myself to Peaceful Meadows. I used to live closer to it than I do now. And I don't always have time to run to head to the lake and journal. But those are some tips for when you're going to journal. So thank you for letting me share that real quick, because I just want to give you an update on where I'm at, and I will definitely give you an update when those credit cards are down to 0 and I'm in a good space again. So a couple of things that have been coming out in all of these sessions is, okay, so volume is trending down. Success Club points are trending down. Everybody's income is trending down. The team isn't gaining a ton of momentum and seeing a ton of explosion right now. However, the positive side is that we are so cohesive. We are so much stronger together. We are rocking our journeys. We love our personal development. We are posting like rock stars on social media. We do the power hours. We're in the daily business activity tracker every day. We're sharing our stories in the business opportunity. We're on these calls. We hang out on Sunday nights and get ready for the week, right? So we're doing all of the work. So now it's time to like hone in. So one of the things that Chalene Johnson says, which I love, and I say it all the time, we needed to slow down in order to speed up. So I think the past 6 to 9 months have been just that. We slowed it down. We stopped stressing about Success Club. We stopped stressing about numbers, and we stopped stressing about rank. And we all just were like, let's get our headspace right. Like, am I right? I mean, you guys, do you feel me on that? Do you feel that that's an accurate description of what these last 6 months or so has looked like for us as a team? Okay. I'm like, am I making this up? Just making sure. Maybe this is just how I see it. We had an amazing time at Summit together. We bonded, we bond at Super Saturday. Like, there's been so much amazing stuff that there's way more positive stuff that would outweigh any negative stuff, right? So now it's time to kind of get rewarded for this, right? Like now it's time, we deserve this. Let's help some people and help ourselves along the way, right? So I was like, okay, we can't just rely on our fitness programs, right? Because that is a one-time order. they order Beachbody On Demand for a year, you make a commission, and then you never see commission again till a year later, right? And it's only $38. We can't make a living like this, right? We can't get ahead, with things like this. So a couple of things that come up in my personal development is, let go of the past, don't do what you were doing before. So okay, but what was working before, I still need to remember what was working before because it was amazing, right? So I was like, okay, what can we focus on together as a team? So here are a couple ideas. One, becoming emeralds, popping emeralds, like becoming an emerald factory again, always wanting to sign 2 coaches a month together, all of us, right? And they can just be discount coaches for now, right? So what drives discount coaches? Shakeology, right? So our volume is trending down because people are putting their shakes on hold. They're not seeing the value in their shakes. They're buying their challenge pack and then they're canceling in month 2. So the something that needs to shift on the team is just that. We're always fitness first, which is fine, but we have to remember that that's the easiest, right? Everybody can press play, right? Like not everybody, but the majority of the people like, yeah, no, I can do that. I can press play every day and do a 20-minute workout. This sounds easy. Not for everyone, but the majority of the people, right? The real work comes with drinking our superfood shake every single day, seeing the value in paying $115 a month for it, because I'm going to sign them up as discount coaches. Maybe the performance line, power greens, digestive health, all of those things. So I want to make sure that along with the workout log and the nutrition log, that we're choosing, and we can decide this on Sunday night. I just wanted to get these ideas out right now, that we can do Shakeology Sundays, we can do Energize Mondays, we can do Recover Tuesday, right? So like every day of the week we talk about a supplement and we give a story about the supplement in our Fit Tribe page, because that's where we can create the most momentum, because they're already with us and they're already in love with what Beachbody has to offer. So now we want to get going on that, because what ends up happening is when a launch happens, we all see this big spike in volume and we all see this big spike in income, right? We have to have steady increase in all of this, which Shakeology is the answer, which is why Success Club is all around Shakeology. Energize and Recover too, but let's talk Shakeology in general, because everybody can do Shakeology, right? No matter what age, no matter what, like, unless they're allergic to something in it, everybody can do it, right? So I just kind of want us to shift our focus a little bit. We're still going to do the workout log. We're still going to rock our workouts. I mean, we still got it, because that allows us to be stronger. It helps our heart. Like, I'm not saying they're worthless, right? But if we can up our game on Shakeology, performance line, digestive health, power greens, and all of those things. So one of the ideas that came to me actually in my workout today is, okay, why don't we, like, sometimes these things are so simple that I'm like, why don't we do this? Why don't we, on the opposite weeks of our business opportunity, do a 1-day sneak peek into our supplements? So run a group and invite everybody to a group where we all share our stories on Shakeology, on the performance line. We can throw in the fitness, like we can do it all. But so at first I was like, maybe we do like a week-long sneak peek into a challenge group. And then I was like, why don't we do just a day of idea? We could do 2 days. We could do like 48 hours. We could do Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. But where, again, we all sign up, and we sign up to share what Shakeology has done for us, what Energize has done for us, what Recover, what Digestive Health, whatever you kind of want to talk about, but make sure we're all not doing Shakeology, right? Like we want to kind of talk about all of the products, so that 1 week we're inviting to the products and the next week we're inviting to the business. So every week we're inviting someone to come be a guest in a group for something, right? Is that a good idea? Do you guys like that? Does that, I mean, we can just try it, right? A nutrition sneak peek. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because we want to do the nutrition line too. UPF, 2B mindset, absolutely. Yep, all of it. So everything just other than fitness, but we can throw in, and this is why we're able to get great results with our fitness, right? Like we're going to talk about the fitness piece. But yeah, and we can play around with it. We can like get, talking about just anything, we can totally, if we don't like after the first month, after the first 2 or 3, we're like, why don't we try this? Why don't, like we did with the business opportunity, totally whatever. But yeah. So yeah, all like, and I don't know what we really want to call it. I don't really know, right now we have a coaching open house. We just couldn't call it, Beachbody product info. Monica and I had a chat today on the way to breakfast. In the beginning, and I know things are different. I get that. I'm not holding on to that first few years, but I know there's pros and cons to this, but and I don't think we have to do this all the time. All right, I'm just gonna say it. So I like saying the names of the products. I like saying that, drinking my superfood shake, and then if someone asks me, I say Shakeology, or I'm drinking my Energize, my pre-workout. Like I don't. Maybe it's because maybe because I can't think of fancy names, so I just like to call it what it is. But I think. I know for me, as maybe it's my age or whatever, like if I'm looking at something online and I'm seeing an ad, I want to know what it is. Like I don't want someone to go, okay, I'll message you, or okay, like just tell me what it is. Please just tell me what it is. And yes, you're gonna run the risk of me Googling it. But if I really want the help and I've really been following you and I really understand the story piece of it, I'm gonna message you and say, wait, how do I get it? Right? Like it's just I and Monica was like, do you know that Danielle Natoni talks about the product and uses the names all the time? And I'm like, okay. So look, it's good to know. She's like, I know other people don't, but she does. She says Shakeology, she says Beachbody, she says all of it. And I'm like, okay, well, she's doing all right for herself, right? So we've got to do what makes us comfortable and what feels right for us. So, we can certainly call the group, sneak peek into Beachbody products or something, whatever. Whatever you guys come up with, because I suck at that. So whatever you want to call it, we'll call it. Okay, anything up to this point? Because then I just have one more thing. Any questions, comments? Okay. I hate to do this to you, but you know me, I'm always looking for something that makes my life easier, right? So we have the corporate business activity tracker. We have your own business activity tracker. I came up with my business activity tracker just because I don't like the corporate one. The boxes would kind of stress me out. I like to highlight, whatever works for you. I found, so at Leadership, I guess, Brittany Leggett shared a new tracker. And I shared it with the Road to Elite team, but I'm going to put it in the coaches page too, because today was my first day using it. And my favorite part on it is it gives you what your Instagram stories. So it's pretty. It's pretty. It tells you like how many fitness invites you should do a day, and that's your minimum in the black box. And then every day is business invites, like 3. So you check those off. I was a little slacker today. But the Instagram stories, and what I did today with this is I didn't necessarily do this all in my Instagram stories. I used it as a social media post, like on my Facebook. Like I just was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna every day go through this list and do as many of these as I can on all my social media channels. Like I don't think it all has to be stories, but it can be. So like the first one is daily life, and that's the first one every day, except on Saturday it says weekend life. Today it was PD encouragement, product use, talk about group, payday gratitude, part of my why, a call to action poll, invite to learn, and a question feature. And then tomorrow it's daily life, show your personality, product use, workout clip, coach team focus, the hustles, call to action poll, set up Sunday invite, curiosity story, right? So that just gives us something to think about every day, and they're all laid out. And then there's a button or whatever. It's not a button, it's a piece of paper. There is a checkbox that says 9 transformation in recent 9. So this means when you pull up your Instagram feed is one of your 9 pictures your before and after, your first 9, because that's what people see when they start following you. They go to your news feed and they can see your first 9 posts. And I was like, brilliant, because as soon as I pulled this up, I went to my Instagram feed and it wasn't in my first 9. It was in like my next row. And so it reminds us to make sure when people come to your page, and it could be your transformation, someone else's transformation, but a transformation needs to be there. And she explained, because people will understand that you're in the business of transformations and they need to be able to see that. So I don't know if this will work for you. I still have my business activity tracker, and then I put this on the back so that it's just going to prompt me to do stories, and what to talk about in my stories, and kind of give me a guideline. So I will post it. You can use it. You don't have to use it, but I find that things like that kind of push me to make sure I'm covering everything. So that is all I have for the evening. So I want us to go back to simplicity, talking about the supplements, the products, the nutrition, because those are continuity products that are going to keep people around longer, and we want them to feel good on the products. We're not just like, oh, let's get everybody on continuity products so we can make money. Like, we know what Shakeology does for us. We know what Energize and Recovery does for us. We know what collagen is doing for us, right? Digestive health, all of that. And so making sure we're kind of focusing on that. And then it's very easy when you're focusing in that area to sign discount coaches, because you're like, I know you're going to love this stuff and I want you to stay on it forever. Let's just get you in as the discount right from the bat. Right. So, because if you're just signing someone up for the on demand, chances are you don't really need them as a discount coach unless they want to work the business, right? And then they're going to sign up as a challenge pack. But it just kind of gets us all in that mode and in that mindset of Shakeology really needs to be number one. One of the things I'm going to start focusing on with my nutrition, and I'm taking everybody on this journey with me. And every time I send someone a message and say, hey, just checking in, how are things going? Like 90% of the people are going, my workouts are going great, but I'm struggling with nutrition just like you, but you sharing your story is helping me know that I'm not alone, And I thought about that today because I'm still, I'm trying to find the balance. Like, I find when I tell myself, you can't do this, or you can't, then I say, okay, so you don't do it. And for whatever reason, 3 days is the magic amount of days that I can refrain from sugar. And then on day 4, I need to have sugar. And I need to have in my mind that that's okay. But then I also need to know that it can't be day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 3 days again. Right? Like, I have to find this little balance, and it's a struggle, and I'm sharing that. So one of the things I started doing today, and I'm probably going to add it to my business activity tracker, but I have a thing to highlight that says, my workout, drink Shakeology, have a salad. Like, Shakeology, salad. Like, those have to be my 2 non-negotiables every single day. And then if I screw up and have the scrumptious donut holes that I posted about today, the Halloween donut holes that had Kit Kats on them, I'm like, well, at least I had my shake and at least I had my salad, right? Like and so I posted in my story, like, okay, who wants to figure this out with me? Like, let's just figure this out together. Like, something needs to shift for me, like it did with my fitness, like where I write it on the calendar and I highlight, like I'm looking for that. Like, and it's not in an app because I tried, and it's not in a journal that, like, it's not in my UPF tracker. Like, I gotta find it. That's gonna make me go. And right now, I'm trying the salad Shakeology and highlight those two things to make sure those are non-negotiable. I don't know. That's what my crazy brain is. But I tend to not overeat when I have salads, and I tend to lose weight when I have salads. So I need to do it. All right. Questions, comments, unmute so I can mute myself. Oh, Gwen. We had a little scare with Gwen. So she's having incontinence issues. So I posted about that. She's like all pee stained. I don't know what is going on. She's not like having accidents. She's just leaking pee. So they said that this happens, and but they did blood work. They tested her urine, I mean. So they tested her urine and there was no sign of infection, but they called Mark last night and said, but something unexpected showed up. We see a lot of protein in her pee, which could lead to kidney disease, which could mean kidney disease. And we're like, what? And then they're like, do you want us to retest the same urine sample for $136 to rule it out or see if that's what it is? I'm like, sure. And they call back today. They're like, okay, yeah, no, it's fine. Levels are fine. I'm like, what? Like, so yeah. So thanks for that 12 hours of, oh my God, my 5-year-old dog has kidney disease, but she doesn't. Anywho. All right. So talk to me, you guys. Does this sound good? Was this helpful? Do you think, are you with me? Are we on the same page?
Can I ask a totally kind of separate question?
Yes.
Okay, so we as coaches are advertising, encouraging, whatever, the new programs. So far for me in my own personal journey, Body Beast has been what gives me the results that I want for my body. And when I've gone off to the various programs where I'm not like gaining weight or anything like that, I'm just not shaping the way that I want to for my personal journey. Does anybody have suggestions or thoughts on how we can promote and encourage people to sign up with these new programs and still focusing on what we need for our own personal journeys? And while that may not be the new hot program that's coming out, because that's not what our journey is asking us of. Does that make sense?
Yes. So my suggestion, and for me, it's 80-Day Obsession and P90X. Those are the two that get me the best results ever in 9 years. The other ones, I look at my before and afters and I'm like, okay, I don't really know what happened. So I suggest you at least try the new programs, not like MM100. I don't want you to be like, well, I'd like to do Body Beast, but I can't do it for 100 days. No.
Yeah.
You can just try a week of it, right? Like just try a week of every program, or, just so you know what it's like. But if that's your thing, totally do because if we're not loving and feeling the products and being products of the product truly in our inner self, that our business does suffer. Like it has to be our number one thing. And it used to be, oh, okay, I'll go and do this 21-day program and then I'll go back to my Body Beast. But now it's program after program after program. And you're like, I don't have time to go back to what I love. Yeah. So and long. Yeah. So I totally hear you. So yeah, that would be my suggestion, is to just at least try it so that you know what it's like, so that when people are like, oh, do you think I'll like this? And you can just describe it other than just the copy that corporate gives us, just so that you can experience it, um, is kind of my, and definitely be honest,
Yeah.
just be like, I know you're all going to do this, but I'm going to do this because I'm so in tune with my body. This is what works best for me. But
Yeah.
you can
Okay.
still,
That's awesome. I like that.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I totally agree with, if I don't like a program, like it's very hard for me to promote it. But I know for myself, it's like I'm a little bit worried about the work, because it takes all I have to get my people to do a 25 to 30-minute average workout, never mind something intense. But I'm going to try it for me, and we're going to see how it goes. But that being said, I don't think the majority of my people are going to be doing the work. So I'm running a 2B mindset, like a fresh new group. And I've got a cart going out, and like 6 of my 10 points are going to be from 2B mindset. So it's like you can focus on the nutrition programs too. It like, I think, the fitness first, but we know that the nutrition is what's going to help bring them to Shakeology and bring them to a lifetime of success. So I struggle with what works for me. Nicole knows this. I go through these waves with myself, and I'm going back to the nutrition just for a little bit and see what works, see how it goes. But so far the response has been pretty good. So
Yeah, and
sometimes,
I think we tend to move towards fitness first because it seems easier, but as coaches, it's our job to push people to do the hard, which
yeah.
is the nutrition, which is the Shakeology. Yes, I'm going to ask you to spend a little more money, but you're going to commit more. Like if I spend $10 on something, I'm like, it's okay if it doesn't work. But if I spend $100 on something, I'll be like, okay, let me see if this works, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just it's like a mindset that we as coaches have to say, sure, I could let you take the easy way out and pay $38 a quarter and for 14-day free trial, but you're going to get such a small piece of everything we have to offer. I just don't think that I'm being fair to you as a coach, and I'm not trying to upsell you on stuff, but I need to be honest with you that your nutrition needs to be in line or you're not going to get the results that you desire, right? And
I always try to push that it's the value of what they're getting and then what it's going to do. I try not to, um, I don't know, I always try to make it like a positive. It's like,
yeah,
listen, this has totally changed my life, what it does for my metabolism and what it does for me personally. And I think, like, oh my God, 90% of the time it's a challenge pack, because they'll at least try it for the first month, which then sucks if they cancel after that, but at least they've tried it.
mhm.
And I had a client in my office today. She's a new client, and then lo and behold, it comes up that she used to drink Shakeology, and we started talking about it, and she wants to come back to it. And we're going to switch her over to me before she comes back to it next month when peppermint mocha and all that stuff comes out. So she had heard of it. She liked it. She just didn't have a coach that supported her with it. So she's excited to get back into it. Again, like for me, it's like it's the number one product. I think the programs get people interested, but our premier product is,
Right.
so it's like, that's what I really want to try to help more people with.
Me
But
too.
it can be difficult, but it's just trying to, the value, I guess.
Yeah, and the thing that I always try to go back to, if I can share this piece with you of my longevity, is that's all I had. I had P90X, Insanity, Hip Hop Abs, Turbo Jam, and Shakeology. Like it was Shakeology first. We didn't have challenge packs, so it was like, we'll just grab a fitness program. But it was always, the focus was always Shakeology. Let's just sign you up as a discount coach, get you on Shakeology, and here's how much it's going to cost, and this is how much it is a day, and this is why you need it. Like, and it was always that way, and we just moved away from that, um because we are such a well-rounded company, but Carl would agree with us that we have to lead with Shakeology and the nutrition programs because they go hand in hand, whether it's UPF or 2B Mindset, whatever works. I mean, I technically use both. Like I technically just because I like I said, I know that a big salad every day gets me the scale moving, and I know when I'm drinking my water, it gets the scale moving, and I know when I'm not having carbs at dinner, it gets the scale moving. So those are like my 2B Mindset things, but then I also watch the portion piece of it as well, so yeah.
I know Nicole David, that's what she does too. That's what she does too. I'm just flipping it around and, because again, I know that my people are not typically, my people are 40 and over. And most of them, I'll be honest, I was a little intimidated by the work too. And I've been working out for 4 years and I've run 4 half marathons, I mean, but I'm going to do it because it's not about me. And our fearless leader there in the corner told me that she's doing it. So if Nicole can do it, then I can try too. So then I'm.
Yeah. And I honestly, and I'm excited to see if my comparison is right, but P90X was the hardest, most intense program out there for years. And we all did it. And the results I got from P90X in 180 days was the best results I've ever had other than Ultimate Reset. Those were crazy. But I didn't gain muscle during Ultimate Reset. I didn't look toned. I looked skinny. And I was like, okay, I can't maintain that. I got to 109 pounds. It was like.
You want to be healthy.
Yeah. So we never know what these programs are going to do. Yeah.
One of the trainings I did, it said, if you could only focus on one product, what would it be? And, it's I think Beachbody On Demand is fantastic, but I think a big, the star of our line is Shakeology.
People have to be healthy on the inside. They have to be healthy on the inside. And this Shakeology has so much power to do so much for our organs. It's when I sit there and think about what this does for us, it does, that's why many of us, when we go to the doctors, our numbers are so good, because we're those superfoods, and everything that I've been watching videos about superfoods, they name the top 5 superfoods, and they're always in Shakeology. I'm so glad I don't have to think about this. I don't have to try to figure out how to get maca into my, and all these mushrooms. There's so much talk about the amazingness of all these mushrooms, and we have multiple. It's sad for the people who are allergic to mushrooms, but for the people who aren't, we have all these health benefits of these different types of mushrooms in Shakeology. And
maybe we should try running a group that is strictly focused, a 30-day Shakeology only. You're not signing up to start a workout program. You're signing up to try Shakeology for 30 days and see what it really can do for your body. Maybe that would be.
Yeah, teach them
we can clear up some myths about it, and
and kind of help people with journal about how it's making you feel, because I think what people do is they start drinking it and then they're like, oh god, my stomach hurts, oh god, I'm gassy, oh, and it's the only thing I've changed is Shakeology, I gotta stop. And I'm like, wait, it's working. It's actually doing its job. It's pushing out 30 years of abuse. And it's really important. Maybe Lisa Hansen will do a quick video for us too I love the podcast we have from her. It's on our Team Passion training website under, I think, podcasts. Lisa Hansen is a holistic practitioner, and she specializes in the colon area. And she's under Bob, and she talks specifically about that, and about we've been abusing our bodies with unhealthy food for 30 years, so we've got to kind of reverse it. So things are going to happen. Like just when we do the 3-day refresh, like we get headaches, we get, when Mark did the ultimate reset, we did the ultimate reset and I was lethargic, like trying to detox. But Mark had full blown flu-like symptoms. Like he had the chills, he was nauseous, he was shaky, he was in bed for like a week. And I was like, dude, you are unhealthy. It was that much that his body needed. His organs were, he had back pain. I was like messaging Lisa Hanson. I'm like, Mark's dying. She's like, this is what's happening to him. And she would explain to me when his back hurts, this organ's detoxing. When it was so cool, she could pinpoint which organs were detoxing for him, and I love how, I know everybody goes, I can never do it because I can't work out, but I love how Darren explains why you can't work out when you're doing the ultimate reset, because everything needs to be relaxed inside you so that your organs are able to detox properly. And if we're working out, it constricts our organs. The muscles are growing and tearing, and so it's pushing on our organs, and that's why they don't want you to work out, not because it's less calories, or it's because your organs need the room and the atmosphere to properly detox. So yeah. There's so much power in our Shakeology. I mean, we know that. Like, we have those 2 team calls that Darren and Isabel did for us. And, when Darren went into the detail of, you have no idea the state of the processing plants that your food that you're eating every day looks like compared to the pristine, clean, fully like rat-free Shakeology facility, it's like we get so nervous. Oh, I don't want to drink Shakeology. Like, dude, do you seriously know what that cookie you just ate might have in it? like I try not to think about it when I'm enjoying the cookie, but then after I'm like, ooh, there's so many things because it's just not regulated. And I love how they always say, that if a farmer starts switching up their crop on the superfood and starts skimping to save money, they're like, you're out. Like, they do their own quality control and stuff like that because it's so important to them. And the other thing, I know I'm like selling you guys. The other thing is they have not, and I need to knock on wood, they have not changed the price of Shakeology in all these years, with all this new stuff and all the changes and all the money it costs. They've increased their team. They've had, they have more facilities, so it's pretty cool that they've been able to keep the cost the same too. Maybe that's why they charge so much for shipping. They're trying to make up for it. Like, how can we get this extra money out of them somehow?
Too, if you actually go to the store and look at the price of the individual stuff that's in the Shakeology, it's like there's no way that Shakeology is all that expensive. I mean, it blows me away, like how much maca is, for the powder, and then you're like, well, but is it as processed as well? Which I doubt it because it's in Walmart.
Right. Yep. And even like the chocolate pieces, the cacao, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think someone went to Whole Foods once and priced out all the ingredients. I forget who did that, but it was like $300. And imagine if you tried to put that,
mm-hmm.
and how would that taste? Oh, try to make your own. Woo! It'll be gross. All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of this year. I'm as stressed out as I am a little bit right now. Like, my energy is so good. I'm just like, we're going to figure this out because I've done it before. It's all good. I'm not in the same position as I was before, but I'm just very uncomfortable with the credit card balances, but we'll figure it out. And it's all good. And yeah, I think if we make this one tweak, I think we're going to find ourselves signing up discount coaches more often because we're going to want to help them save money. And then if we're doing that, our coaches are going to do that. It's just going to be an easy shift into passing that duplication down again, and we'll start seeing more rank advancement. Everything will start happening. The successful points will go up. Everybody will start feeling the momentum again if we just shift this one focus to Shakeology, but everything else too, all of the nutrition, all of the supplements, all of it. But if we can start with Shakeology, and we could do I was thinking, Stephanie, when you said maybe we do a 30-day Shakeology group, I was like, oh, maybe we should do that on the Challenge Tracker app, which we could do, but I know they're switching it up. I don't know the details on that though. So yeah, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do we could do a 30-day Shakeology on the Challenge Tracker app and just log our Shakeology every day on there, and then run contests on everybody that's logged, because that's easy to track on the tracker. The people, who tracked all 7 days of their Shakeology, it's easy to pull reports from that, versus Lauren in an Excel spreadsheet trying to catch everybody's name on the workout log.
We can use it to show like all the different variations and the ways that you can make stuff, since a lot of times people, when they get a sample or something, they shake it with water the first time.
Right.
Whoa! Don't shake it with water the first time.
I know. They're like, that was the most disgusting thing I ever had. I'm like, what? What did you do? Yeah. Isn't that what the girl on the National Wake Up Call? She said she even used warm
Tap water.
like, oh. Like, ew. Yeah. No good. Yeah. All right, cool. So we'll talk kind of more detail on what we want to do with that, but I just wanted to at least present the idea tonight to see where everybody was at with that. But yeah, if maybe we do something around the holidays for that too, because if people can just commit to that every day in their nutrition, it's going to make a difference, in their splurging. And helping them see, okay, make sure you have one before you go to the holiday party. You're going to still have your treats at the holiday party, but chances are you're going to have less than what you would have had before.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you, ladies. We will chat again on Sunday, but I'll put that tracker up so you guys can look at it to see if it's something you want to use. And yeah, we'll just kind of work out the details on what we want to do, but feel free to message me with your ideas. If someone wants to open it, run it, start it, I am up for that. All right. Have a good day. Good night.